Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls. And the Bulls about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So UCF's offense will have the football first. Golden Knights took down the Bulls, perhaps by the horns the last time they met, and won the war on I-4.
Yeah, UCF feels like since moving to the Big 12, they're starting to recruit better players, and I think that was the difference the last time these two teams met up. They just seemed to be bigger and stronger when the game was on the line.
And obviously, the war on I-4 is awesome, and this is a good rivalry game that's kind of budding, but one thing you talked about speed, Palmer. In the state of Florida, you have speed, and UCF has a lot of speed, a lot of playmakers, and it was on full display.
Caught in the backfield, it's Farmer. He's loose. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the USF Bulls offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game. What players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Brown wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, quarterbacks have to be careful throwing over the middle of the field, especially when you're playing against the safety with this kind of range and this kind of football IQ. He was locked in on the QB, knew exactly.
Got some room to run. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Sullivan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Nimrod. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight.
Touchdown, South Florida. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on from this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the 1st quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Past the 45. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCF! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. Turning it on! Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Brown will throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Incomplete. Man, oh, man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown Bulls. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll send the tight end in motion. The toss to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, a lot of space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play of it.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Buys a little time. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Isaac. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the... And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Knights!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Coming out with it, it's Alexis. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The war on I-4 is relatively new. Both schools compete across 14 sports for the right to win the golden I-4 road sign, but of course the most important battle is the one that happens on the gridiron.
It is, but how cool is it? The war on I-4. I mean, that's just it's a dope name. I really like it. Obviously, this is kind of a new rivalry, but Palmer, UCF, USF, they're fighting for the same kids in recruiting and building a program.
Yeah, man, whether you get off on McIntosh Road, the Florida Turnpike, or Lake Mary Boulevard, these two schools do not like each other. Whether it's the Bounce House or Raymond James Stadium, the war on I-4, baby, that's where it's at.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on second down. Brown will throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexis. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a group.
Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, and that small change, they take over at the 33. They'll start this drive going to the air, using his legs to buy some time. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Making side adjustments here. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Using his legs, it's Nixon. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next What's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it's right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Brown wants to pass. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, UCF! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route.
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for space. It's Nixon. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got
wide open spaces. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They keep pushing forward, down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bulls in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Brown will throw it. Great timing on the slant. Here he goes. Lots of running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Nixon. And some room to work. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain.
Turning on the Jets. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Go straight ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USF.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Brown wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense will quickly use the timeout. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quickly complete. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping it.
Makes the grab outside. It's Nixon. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. They send the field goal unit out to try to take the lead before halftime. He splits the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, when UCF and USF get together, it's like a UFC match. Fiery and feisty.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown will throw it. Quick completion on the slant. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bulls want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Still looking. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Sullivan. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Bulls have their offense in high gear.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Grab behind the line. It's Norton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Touchdown, South Florida. They take the lead with the 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ashley. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. It's a seam wide open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no...
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Knights line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Takes the handoff. It's Isaac. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bulls moving quickly to the line.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Bulls will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in the rhythm because this pass...
There he goes! The 40, the 30, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCF!
Man, QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bulls decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your...
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Brown will throw it. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Backs looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it.
Touchdown, Knights! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This drive will open from the 15. He leaves it with his back. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Off the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Open spaces. Touchdown Bulls. Once he got some room, it was over. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he makes the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to beat him to the left. He's loose. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights are flying down the field. The RPO fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Pressure coming. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Touchdown, UCF! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Turning it on. All out of space. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Bulls are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Brown will throw it. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Slips away. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. Crosses the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There's some intensity on that one. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get them.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. Brown wants to pass. On a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Norton. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. The give on the inside.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bulls will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for room. It's Montgomery.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Fox. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Brown will throw it. Dances away. Slings it downfield. He makes the catch. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Thomas.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man, it's Montgomery. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Rides the back and leaves it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ball game. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. So in the war on I-4, it goes to the Knights as UCF outlast USF. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an